Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Turf Toe Show. Presented by TurfToeShow.com.
Yo.
Whoop. We awake this week. We wide awake. We ain't getting paid, but we awake.
Bro.
We woke.
Ball doesn't need help.
I'm Mike Floyd, joined as always by Mr. Stephen Harris, and back by popular demand, Mr. Defoe himself.
Big Draco.
Big Draco. Nah, we don't want to say that because Big Draco gonna show up.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You want 5%.
Turf Toe.
Turf Toe.
Turf Toe. I started the Turf Toe Show.
Right.
If you don't know, we're talking about Google Big Draco. If this is the first time you ever listened to us, we're a sports podcast. We talk about anything sports related and pretty much just trash anybody we want to. This week, for some reason, a People's Magazine pop-up just popped up, but I don't know why, because I don't care about People's Magazine. But this week, we're talking about the Super Bowl being set, the NFL having ref problems again, and the NBA All-Star Game. Which one y'all want to start out with? Y'all want to just get the NBA All-Stars out the way real quick?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So the 2019 NBA All-Star Draft is set to air February 7th on TNT. NBA announced that the 2019 NBA All-Star is going to be televised on TNT. Team rosters for the 68th NBA All-Star Game will be revealed during the special NBA All-Star Draft show.
Okay.
Two NBA All-Star team captains, LeBron James and Giannis, and Tena something. Tena, how do you say that motherfucker's last name?
From where? Giannis?
Yeah.
Kupo or something?
Yeah, him.
Greek Freak.
Yeah.
The
Greek Freak.
We'll draft rosters from the pool of players voted as starters and reserves in each conference, making the selections regardless of conference affiliation. The captains will be all-star starter from each conference who sees the most fan votes from his conference. Let's see. For the Eastern Conference, is a whole bunch of people, but some names that made it this year. You got Kawhi playing for the Eastern side this time. Mm-hmm. Vince Carter made it for the front court. Jason Tatum.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward. I don't know how Gordon Hayward got in. Pascal Siakam.
That's a pity ad.
Yeah.
Come back.
Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin's quietly had a good season.
I didn't even know he was in the league.
Bro,
he's with the Hawks.
Yeah, quietly for real. Tell me.
Yeah, like
super quiet.
But and then on the Western side, Luka Doncic for the Dallas.
Makes sense.
He's been balling out. Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. That's his first one, ain't it?
Yeah, Boogie Cousins somehow only played 2 games and somehow made the All-Star game.
No, that is strictly for.
That's just because.
Like I would be like, no, you just came
like,
back, bro. Why
yeah.
you playing an All-Star? But that's him.
But here's the funny part. So DeMarcus Cousins got more votes than Devin Booker. He got more votes than Chris Paul.
He got more.
So DeMarcus Cousins had 450,000 votes. Chris Paul only had 419,000.
I don't understand. Like,
it's the fan vote, man. But that's, I guess fans
because he's with
like
them.
him, right?
I mean, everybody likes the Warriors right now. They want everybody. I mean,
or does it show how bad people don't like Chris Paul? Because there's, a lot of people like myself. I'm a Rockets fan, but I don't like Chris Paul.
But why?
Because Chris Paul is one of the dirtiest players in the league.
Oh, he's a dirty player. Oh, but okay, if you don't like Chris Paul, then you don't like Draymond.
No. Here's my thing. I like dirty players, but I like dirty players who make it known they're dirty players. I like tough players like Zach Randolph. You know you ain't gonna come up on Zebo.
No.
Right.
Kendrick Perkins. When Kendrick Perkins was in his prime, you didn't run up on Kendrick Perkins.
As a point guard, you need to be able. The refs can't know you dirty.
No, that's the thing. Everybody knows he's dirty. The refs know he's dirty. Everybody knows he's dirty.
He's dirty, but he's not one. He's not an obviously dirty.
Oh
person.
Yeah, if you watch the games,
you gotta watch. But
he tries to play the nice guy. Like, oh, I didn't do it. I didn't.
You gotta. I mean,
what do you mean? I pushed him in the back.
Then you gotta like floppers too. Then.
No, I hate floppers.
All right, then you can't.
Oh, I'm 100% against James Harden flopping. I'm 100% against that.
I don't know. I think Paul's opinion or his perception would be so much different if they would have just let him go to the Lakers when Kobe was there.
Oh yeah. That mama
I
mentality.
Think dirty or not, they would have liked him. Him and them. Hey, Kobe would have got his 6. He would have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kobe might come back now.
Play with LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, they're
bench.
3-7 with the
his shot wasn't the same when he left.
Nah, I'm sure he can still come off the bench.
I mean, what he had a year to rest.
2015.
I guess.
Well, you said give you what? How many points?
20 a night? No.
Kobe off the bench? Yeah, Kobe will give you 20 off the bench.
So I think y'all.
Kobe, bro, it's Kobe, dog. This is Kobe we're talking about.
Okay, you know what, man? I don't know, but all right. I'm not gonna entertain
I mean,
that.
okay.
If you give that man a year to let that Achilles rest.
So you saying Melo give you 15, 20? So you saying Kobe's as
do
good
not
as
put Melo
right
and Kobe in the same sentence.
They're both Hall of Famers.
No, wait, what? No.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
They can put them. You can put them in the same category, and they're both Hall of Famers.
Bro.
That's probably the only category.
The only thing that Melo has over Kobe is that Melo holds the scoring title in the Madison Square Garden right now for the most points scored in Madison Square Garden. That's all he has.
He played for the Knicks, bro.
Exactly.
Well, he didn't get it with the Knicks. He got it with the Nuggets, right?
I don't know who he got it with, but he owns it because James Harden tried to take it the other night.
I'm sure he had it with the Knicks.
probably got with the Nuggets, man. That was his prime.
No, it had to be when he was with the Knicks because it's not like when he was with the Nuggets, he played in Madison Square Garden that much.
I mean, it ain't like you got to.
It was only one game. It was like 65 points.
62.
Yeah, you're talking about the record for the most points scored by a single player in Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had to be when.
'Cause I think Kobe had 61, and I think Melo had 65. Because I think James Harden
had 61.
61, yeah. So
Yeah, because he tied Kobe, and then Melo has one more point.
Yeah.
But
he couldn't get one more, free throw or something like that.
Not yet.
Couldn't one more extra flop.
No.
Bro, here's the thing. So I was watching that game. How do you still almost lose that game and you drop 61?
Because there's nothing else.
Well, because he ain't getting nobody else involved.
Yeah.
All unassisted.
Yeah, that's the crazy
that's
part.
the thing.
Unassisted, dog. That's a lot of ISO ball.
Yeah, that's why you almost lose.
But they don't run an ISO system. Mike D'Antoni's like, oh, we don't run an ISO system. Really? Really, my guy? Like
They won't once Paul comes back and Capella comes back. But right now, they have nobody else. You get rid of Reese, you get rid. I mean, old boy hurt too. Like you don't have anyone else.
Bro, I'm like this. If you're gonna be out there flexing,
Melo right now.
what? To warm up the bench?
To at least put somebody in.
Put somebody
Bruh.
that got at least respect someone else.
Yeah.
Bruh. No.
Okay, like you said,
He's just a kid.
Bruh.
Keep Melo out the
Hold on.
league.
Bro, like you said, they're gonna run ISO ball. They're gonna run the ball through Harden anyway.
Yeah.
Put him out there. Maybe he'll get the ball. Maybe Harden will pass it to Melo, and they'll have to respect that because he's not. He's getting old and he's getting slow.
Who? Melo?
Melo.
Okay.
But he still has a chance to put the ball up, and he's gonna put that ball up every time he gets it.
Bruh. If the Bulls don't want you, I'm just saying.
Because they're tanking.
Melo didn't want the Bulls. Melo didn't want the Bulls.
I mean, would you? I wouldn't go to the Bulls either.
Tanking,
The
bro.
Bulls died when Michael Jordan retired.
That's rough, bro.
They had a shot with Derrick Rose, but Derrick Rose's knees could not handle it. He couldn't handle the pressure. The pressure of being the
Oh
next.
my god,
couldn't
you guys are mean,
He couldn't
man.
carry the city on his back.
I mean, is it lies?
Bro,
Did his knees not go out on him multiple
bro,
times?
I mean, that's
Did he not steal an MVP from LeBron James?
steal.
Still, I don't know.
If Harden got it last year, bro, that's not a steal.
No. That we're talking about back when MVPs actually meant something.
I mean,
After Steph Curry won 2 back-to-back MVP awards, it kind of died out.
because that's what everybody wants to see,
Bruh,
man.
Steph Curry won a unanimous MVP.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Because he's changing the game.
I'll give you that. The first time, I see give him the first one. He changed the game with being the original Splash Brother.
Right.
But I honestly think LeBron James should have won that year that Derrick Rose
Yes.
won. I mean, I think Derrick Rose stole it from him. I just think they didn't want to give it to LeBron at that time because it was the whole Miami thing, right? So they just like, oh no, you ruined the league. Next year is gonna be Boogie Cousins calling it.
Who's captain? Who's captains for the All-Star game?
For the West is gonna be LeBron, and for the East is Giannis,
Oh man.
which is good for Giannis. I mean,
You
I was
know,
just saying he's gonna try to get Westbrook and Embiid on the same team if he can.
bro, Westbrook
he's
has
just
beef
trying to
with
start
everybody.
I know.
He has beef with everybody. I'm like, and you just got poor Aquaman back there, just like, I stop fights.
Dang. I mean, that should be interesting. It's a shame because I'd rather see Kawhi on there, but Kawhi's just not marketable, so you can't put him as a captain.
Would you want a robot being your captain?
I mean, I don't understand why everyone gives Kawhi so much shit.
He's a walking meme.
Okay, but he doesn't want to be like that guy.
Bro, I went to a
So, like,
Vipers game.
Leave the man alone.
I went to a Vipers game. They're playing his laugh in the arena. At a Vipers game.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
But I mean, he doesn't.
God damn it, man.
Let the man just play ball. That's what he wants to do.
I know. Leave me.
Like, why is he gotta be this media personality, man? Just,
I mean, you don't have to be a media personality, but I think it's just the way he left San Antonio. I mean, you left a storied franchise with a Hall of Fame coach, probably arguably one of the greatest coaches to coach basketball. Because
and what did Pop say?
You know what's funny?
Pop basically said he's cool with it. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
yeah, I feel him on that, but
Okay, what makes Pop one of the greatest? Because the way he schemes? Because I personally think that in basketball, it's different from football when it comes to scheming. I think basketball is more handling the personalities and handling the stars. And, I mean, when you think about it, has Pop done that? Because one of his best stars, he couldn't really handle. He couldn't handle it. What, Tim Duncan? That's not like anybody on that team was hard to deal with.
David Robinson, the Admiral, one of the greatest, power forwards of all time.
Was he hard to deal with?
No, because he's great.
But no, he's not hard to
Because
deal
he
with.
knows how to listen to directions.
Okay,
He's not a
that's
robot.
The thing. He doesn't
He's a
have
human.
super all-stars like mega stars.
Well, that's the problem.
Kobe, Jordan, who handled both of the greatest guys.
Oh, Phil Jackson?
Ever. Exactly. Which I put Phil Jackson above Pop because Pop's a better basketball mind, but Pop could not handle.
Phil Jackson didn't even come up with the triangle.
Oh my goodness, that's not what I'm saying. He handled the biggest personalities ever.
Because he made him do yoga in the middle of the game.
Exactly. He had him doing yoga. It don't matter. It don't matter. He could have him doing anything. He was able to handle bro. Kobe and Jordan. And you had Pippen, and you had him riding the crazy ass.
But that's the thing. But he always had stacked teams. Yeah. Phil Jackson always had stacked teams.
I'm saying in basketball, I think it matters more how you handle people because you had Kawhi faking an injury for a whole season because you couldn't keep your best player motivated. You couldn't keep your best player. You couldn't keep the team together.
How was he faking it though?
Bro, he was cleared by every medical personnel. All the medical reports said this dude's ready to play. Then all of a sudden he shows up at summer camp and he's balling.
I mean, he got better over the summer.
Exactly. So, I'm happy.
He wasn't better in the season.
When you have unexplained pain, like you said, nobody can tell you're not in pain.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So that's what I'm saying. He didn't want to be there, and that's why the team was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
So I feel like, and that's Pop. Pop couldn't get through to him, and that's coaching.
He quit. He quit on the swim.
But that don't. I'm saying, look, and now he's over there balling around, and they're showing they're letting him take his days off
in Canada.
Oh my god,
maybe he fits in better in Canada.
But yeah, it's because it's the frozen north.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. So the thing about the Raptors though, they gotta figure out how to keep him because they lost Vince Carter.
Yeah.
They lost Tracy McGrady. They had DeRozan. I mean, DeRozan's a baller. I mean, he's not on the Kawhi level. I'll give you that, but he's still a baller. I would take him on the Knicks right now. You send him to the Knicks, I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Who, DeRozan or Kawhi?
Both. Like shit. If the DeRozan's available, I'll take him.
Yeah. But Kawhi, the contract.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't put DeRozan on the Knicks right now? With the trash that we got out there right now.
Who's your shooter?
Nobody.
But you got guys that can crash
Courtney
the
Lee?
basket,
okay.
You don't have a shooter. DeRozan's not a good shooter.
He can at least score buckets.
I mean, just tank like y'all been doing.
We've been tanking for since
Patrick Ewing got the league.
You
got a great coach, and when y'all give some players, man, oh man, you gonna trade Cantor for somebody?
Oh no, we need to keep Cantor. I would keep Cantor because he's the only veteran presence on that team who actually knows how to play team ball. Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, he's
Oh
he's like a Memphis player.
I forgot y'all were tanking for Zion.
Oh, bro, the road to Zion's clear, baby.
Yeah.
Unless Cleveland beats us to it.
It's crazy how you guys trying to stay in the single digits for wins. Like that is bad, bro. But hey, you get Zion, but watch Zion put a pump fake and stay another year like you should.
Well, did you see I forgot who was it, but someone was talking about Zion and basically saying that he should.
Scottie Pippen.
It was Scottie Pippen, saying that he should kind of just hang it up for the rest of the season to protect himself. He's like, nah.
He's like, he made a commitment to the school. He's going to play for the school.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Get a ring.
He's got to play for the school. I mean, he's only going to be there more than likely just this year.
I mean, because I agree with Defoe. I think he should stay another year because work on that jump shot. If he gets a jump shot, dude, and then he grows even more, God, he's going to be deadly when he hits the league, man.
But you know how that goes. He's not going to stay past this year.
Yeah, they work.
He's going to be one and done.
Yeah, he's going to be one and done.
But like a lot of these last couple one and done guys, man, they haven't done good at all.
No,
they really haven't. So I mean,
but the risk, bro,
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
it's almost like I'd rather develop under that contract already. So if I get hurt, then hey, I'm still paid.
Because I was like, what? Markelle Fultz, trash. Jason Tatum just had to be
Fultz should have stayed. But Fultz never had it. He never had a jumper.
Fultz was a pure shooter.
I liked him. He could crash, man.
Dude, Fultz was a pure shooter when he was in school. Whatever new coach they gave him, the shooting coach, he jacked that boy's shot up. But I heard he was in a motorcycle crash. That was the rumor that was going around. That's what messed him up.
I don't know what's up with that, man. He'll get it together.
He's not an all-star, so it doesn't really matter. But the one all-star that I wanted to give a shout-out to is Kemba Walker, who's literally holding the city of Charlotte on his shoulders. Because I can't name another player that's out there. The all-star game is out in Charlotte, too. So
he's on it?
Yeah, he's the number 2 guard right now for the East.
So the game, if the all-star game's in Charlotte, you don't think that Kemba Walker being on the team was kind of like, hey, let's get one of those
No, Kemba actually earned it this year.
Oh, I'm glad Charlotte got rid of that whole transgender bathroom thing so they could have this game.
Oh, they got rid of that?
That was, remember they were talking about that before.
I do remember that.
I remember it hit the news real briefly, but then something else popped off.
That was a main thing we were arguing about before. That was what we were arguing about before this whole Trump thing started. That election, that's when everybody jumped off that and was like, okay.
Oh, it was right before the election. Yeah.
But I'm glad they popped that out because they were like, no, we're not gonna have it there. We're gonna have all this.
Yeah, we ain't doing anything.
Yeah, so they broke because they like, we need this money.
MJ was like, nah, fam, it's my legacy.
Yeah,
Legacy. And watch MJ just blow up the arena. It's like, done. I am the greatest.
Pull a Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow, man. I think they got a lot of old heads in there because I think it's their last hurrah.
I mean, yeah, because Vince Carter. I mean, I don't
Wade.
think Blake Griffin should be in it. I mean, actually, Blake Griffin's been balling out for Detroit this year. I mean, you got
Ain't
Jimmy
nothing to show
Bucket.
for it, but
You got Jimmy Buckets. Really, for the East, man, I mean, Oladipo, they got to replace him.
Yeah, he ain't
Rest in peace to his leg.
Man. It wasn't his knee, it was his quad.
Yeah, ruptured his quad.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to that. Bradley Beal barely made it in there. Let me see on the West side.
Yeah, the East don't look that. It ain't sexy, man.
Nah.
Okay, so before you got here, we were watching was it First Take or whatever, and they were talking about how the Golden State Warriors can beat the Eastern Conference All Stars.
Yeah, they did a poll on Twitter. Who would win? Eastern Conference All Stars or the Golden State Warriors? The poll was
Now let's just take this.
10%
Let's just take the
No.
starting five because that's what I said too.
No.
Take the starting five: Giannis, Kawhi, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, and Dwayne Wade.
Nope.
There's no way. There's no way. You got Giannis and Kawhi rolling in the middle,
I mean,
and Embiid just standing below the basket.
Yeah.
That takes Draymond out of the picture.
Yeah.
I mean, then you got two guys that can keep. All right, we'll take Dwayne Wade. We'll put Kemba Walker in there.
Yeah.
You got two guys that
No
can
way.
keep up with Steph and Clay.
Yeah.
Then you got Giannis that can stay on Kevin Durant the entire time.
Yep.
So then that will leave what? Andre Iguodala or who's in the starting five for the Warriors right now? It's Steph, Clay, KD, what's his face, Donkey Face, and then is Iguodala come off the bench? Unless they put Boogie in, I don't think they're going to insert Boogie in the starting rotation.
I forget who their big is.
Yeah, but it's all right. But I
don't know who their big is.
But I don't think the Warriors can beat the Eastern Conference All Stars. Like, no, there's no way.
No way.
It'll be a good game to watch, but I don't think they'll beat them.
I think they'll give them a challenge if the Warriors are on that night. If you got Clay hitting like
10 threes.
Clay got to hit like 13 threes to keep that in, which he could totally do. But like, that's the thing. Like, that is what's crazy. My man's can really go like 15 to 20.
But say like Brad Stevens is the one coaching though. He's gonna take Clay out of the picture.
Yeah, he ain't. Well, you gonna let Durant beat you? Durant can't pull up and hit 11. Like, come on.
I mean, you take Durant's knees out, you just go.
Yeah, Durant. I mean, you gotta. I mean, you take Clay out, then you risking Durant and Steph going off.
Yeah.
Personally, I would try to take Steph out the game and let they gonna have to and find a way and just keep somebody on Clay and let Durant kill you.
Yeah.
Let Durant get.
I mean, because you got a Kyrie that can just drop buckets.
Yeah.
Kawhi, I mean, he's gonna give you 30. I mean,
he's gonna give that defense though. That's the best.
Giannis can give you 30 in a heartbeat. Joel Embiid can give you 30 in a heartbeat.
They won't. Okay, Embiid will give you that, but Giannis won't. If he got to stay on Durant, he gonna give you like 50.
I mean, Giannis can dunk from the free throw line.
That defense will take a lot out of him trying to keep Durant in check.
Yeah.
And you can literally sacrifice 20 points from.
But the thing with Durant though, if you put a body on him, and if he can't get around you, he's done. I mean, he can try to pull up, but that's the thing. He can try to pull up, but you can't pull up on Giannis. Giannis is the same height as Durant, and they got the same wingspan. He can't pull up on him.
But I feel like, yeah, I guess he could. But no, he can step back. He'll get his Harden on. He'll get his Harden on you, and then I mean,
He step back.
no,
Yeah. No, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
So I mean, he can charge, trash back, put body out on you, and then threes. And I've seen him do it a billion. We've all seen him do it 1,000, 100, trillion, billion.
So what's going to happen is Kawhi is going to put Giannis on his shoulders. It's going to be like,
all right, get
it's
out
like
of
Transformers.
here. Yeah, he'll turn the Space Jam on him.
But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the Saints suing the NFL for some reason. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. For the break, we were talking about how the Saints fans want to sue the NFL, and they're offering the rest-free eye exams after a no call against the Rams. So,
You've been under a rock.
yeah, it's been everywhere. Even like Good Morning America is talking about it.
Yeah.
So let me see. I had the thing. So with the score tied 2020 with under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, the Saints were on the verge of potentially game-winning drive when the referees missed a call against Los Angeles against the Rams cornerback Robbie Coleman moved too early and collided with New Orleans receiver Tommy Lee Lewis.
I mean, saying they missed the call is an understatement.
Now there's a video that's out. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I'm about to go ahead, Floyd.
So it's a cell phone video
Mm-hmm.
where they show a ref that was coming up to call that. He got waved off by a ref that was standing right there where it happened. He comes up and was like, no. First he waves it off. Then he's like, no. And the other ref was like, all right. And then backs off.
And, okay. I'm going to look at this a little different, man. I like the no call, to be honest. People say it was a blown call. I have yet to see the footage that shows, because here's what throws me off about this call. If my man plays the ball, that's a pick.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, period.
100% a pick.
And that's why, reason why I don't, if you look at it, honestly, from the angles they're showing, it looks like it's pass interference, but that ball's already past him when he hits him. If Lewis goes up for that ball, and he hits him when he does, it's not pass interference. I like the timing personally. People say it's a bad call because he wasn't looking for the ball. He's going for the hit because he knew he was beat. But I personally, people say it's a blown call. I'd like the no call. I really do. And they could have threw a flag on it, yeah, because the guy wasn't paying attention and he hit the receiver. But I think that it really looks like it's on time. You slow it down, it looks bad. But on time, it really...
Dude, on time, it looked bad.
I don't think so. I don't really like it. I think that...
I mean, but when the NFL comes out and states that they blew the call...
They're saying that because... I don't know, man. When I look at it, it's like... Was it a little early? Yes. But that... I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
I mean, have we ever seen the NFL actually come out and admit something as egregious as this as a blown call?
Because I've done it before.
I know there was a lot of controversy with the Dez catch.
There was a lot of controversy when they called pass interference against the Lions and the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs, and they picked up the flag in the playoffs, and nobody talks about that. And then Dez came on the field, and they still didn't penalize him for that. And the Lions ended up losing that playoff game to the Cowboys, which is one of their two in the last. Anyway, I'm not gonna start that, but I'm saying
bring it up over.
They said they got the call wrong, and I can see both sides of it, but I like the no call personally. I do. I mean, you can't hang it up on that when you had how many red zone opportunities in that game that they didn't capitalize on?
Well, they did. I agree. They had a lot of opportunities to go down, score points, and only kick field goals or a touchdown or whatever.
And there was honestly, you can say, oh, that was the one that changed everything. But there was missed calls on both sides. I think they let them play for the most part, and they avoided a lot of things. But if you look at that,
okay, hold on, I'm looking at it right now. I just messed it up.
Wow. I'm saying. They slow it down. It looks bad, but if you look at, he's there. It's not the worst missed call I've seen. It's just because of where it was.
I think because it had Super Bowl implications. I think that's
looks bad, but that ball's past him, bro.
It is not the hits
right there. Okay,
right there. Okay, sorry, we're looking at the video. Right?
Yeah, I'll put the video up on the screen so you can see what we're looking at.
The hit's happening right now. And the ball is barely passing.
He's not looking. Right there.
Look, the ball's in the area. The receiver's looking at the ball, and the defender's looking at him.
There is no contact right there.
There's no contact, right?
And I wish you could, slow it down. But you go, quick, that. Okay. Now.
The ball's still behind both of them. And
it's there. If I'm saying, okay, he turns around interception, I think that's a perfect no call. Because if he gives his hands more, that's a timing thing. It just looks terrible in slow motion. I like the no. There wasn't even a flag thrown, and the guy was right there.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. There was.
So I'll try to find a video.
There was no flag even thrown to even argue about the play. No one did anything. It's like, all right,
well, that's the thing. So
keep going.
I got to try to find a video, but there is footage of the ref that was standing right there, who waved it off when because there was another ref coming. The sideline guy, he was running up to throw the flag, and he was like, no. Like, it's crazy because he's like waving off. He looks at the guy.
Fine. Let him play.
He looks at the guy and he's like that. Like, no, I got money on this. I got money on this game.
Maybe, you can say that, but then.
I was just talking trash about the memes. Everybody's like, well, this dude played for the Rams back in 1967, and this guy has a home in LA. And
there's a meme that's so funny. I'm going to have to show it to you guys later. But it shows a guy shooting a guy on the couch. And it shows the guy, when shooting the guy, it shows the Saints missed red zone opportunities, face mask not called, intercept, two turnovers, and then it shows him shoot, and he looks at the camera, he's like, and then it says, why do refs do us like that? and it's like, no, you did it to yourself, man.
Now, like y'all said, they had multiple chances to win that game. It's just, I blame Sean Payton. If I can blame Sean Payton on everything, I can do it every time. I'm doing it 100%. Sean Payton was calling stupid calls. It was just easy. And what didn't help the cause was the fact that Todd Gurley shared a picture of him swapping jerseys with a ref, even though it was clearly Photoshop. But certain people like Mike Francesca, who's a New York radio host, decided to get mad and scream about it because he thought it actually happened.
So he doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand what Photoshop is.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. He's an old guy.
Yeah. No, I believe that you can't talk about no cheating, Bonnie Gates.
But I mean,
I don't want to hear about it. You heard my Brett Favre.
I don't know if you saw.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw the interview after the game with Nicole Roby-Coleman. I mean, he was saying he was waiting for the flag.
Yeah, he said he got there late. He even admitted.
Yeah, no, he said like he was waiting for the flag. Like he knew that there was possibly going to be a flag on that play, and he was waiting for it. And it never happened. It's like, all right,
Shoot.
it is what it is. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, he felt he hit him early, but he didn't. How would he know where the ball was? He went for the hit.
Because
He
how would he know? How would he know where the ball was?
He thought it was gonna be a
was
flag because he just went for the hit.
Yeah.
And so you're like, well, I went for the hit. I don't
Wasn't
know
the
where
helmet
that ball
though?
was. That is where they did mess up.
Yeah.
Even
So
helmet,
even if they didn't get him for the pass interference, they could have got it for helmet from.
Yeah, but they got him for nothing.
So
they let him play. They let there was honestly, if you dissect that whole game, you're gonna see other places where they let him play. I'm not gonna.
True.
I'm not gonna. You blew a 13-point lead. You guys interception, turnover. I mean that overtime interception. I'm not hearing it, man. I'm just not because there were things you could have done. That high flying offense was held in check.
So
the overtime interception. I mean that Saints offensive line looked like it started to break down.
yeah,
Because
Breeze knows better.
it just looked like
he's got a lot more
Michael
pressure.
Thomas just looked lost. Like because you can see he was just like, where's the ball? Like
Yeah.
But speaking of overtime, so how do y'all feel about the Chiefs not even get a chance to go for it in overtime? Now I understand it's the rules. But do you think the NFL is going to change the overtime rules because it's now 2 games where it's Super Bowl implications on it? The Saints just screwed themselves. They threw a pick, and then it gave the Rams a chance to go score. The Chiefs didn't even have a shot.
I don't think they're gonna change the rules.
No,
because,
no.
I mean, look at the regular season. They've shortened overtime in the regular season.
Yeah, true.
10 minutes, and
Because we don't want an LSU game situation where it's 7 overtimes.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's 10 minutes, and you guys, I think it's what you still have to score a touchdown though. You both, but 10 minutes, but you guys both get a chance at possession.
Well,
you only get a chance at the possession if the other team,
that's the playoffs.
if the receiving team doesn't score a touchdown. So if I go down and kick a field goal,
That's in the playoffs.
no, that's in the regular season.
No, I think both people get a chance of possession in the regular season.
Only if the other team kicks a field
So
goal.
no, I thought playoffs rules are different.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you score a touchdown, game's over.
And over in the regular season, I don't think so.
Yeah, in the regular season, score a touchdown, game's over.
Without possession, I thought
Without
that was
possession.
playoffs.
No, that's both.
No, the playoff rules are different.
I'm 99% sure.
I'm looking them up right now.
I could have sworn that in the regular season, both teams get a chance of possession.
Only if the receiving team scores a field goal. Or
But
doesn't score
that's
at all.
what it is in the playoffs.
No, I think it's all the whole season.
I could have sworn playoffs was different in the sense that if you kick a field goal in the playoffs, the other team gets a
No, the
chance.
rule is each team must possess or have an opportunity to possess the ball. The exception if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown on the opening possession.
And in the playoffs or in the regular season.
Regular season.
Really? So it's just touchdown and it's over.
Touchdown wins
Let's see.
everything.
NFL overtime rules. Let's see.
Overtime. I thought it's the same exact thing. That's weird because I could have sworn.
Yeah, right here. So overtime rules for the NFL preseason and regular season. No more than 1 10-minute period will follow a 3-minute intermission. Each team must possess or have an opportunity to possess the ball. The exception if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown on the opening possession. Sudden death play where the game ends on any score, safety, field goal, or touchdown continues until a winner is determined.
Right.
Overtime rules for the NFL postseason games. If the score is still tied at the end of an overtime period, or if the second team's initial possession is not ended, the teams will play for another overtime period. So I guess didn't the Browns and the Steelers end in but it was a tie. But you can't have a tie in the playoffs.
Right.
So they'll keep playing again. So I think that's the only difference.
Well, if that's the case, no, you should make it college where if they kick a field goal, the other team should get a chance.
No, that's the thing. I think if they get
the first team that has possessions, they kick a field goal, the second team gets a possession.
Okay.
Because it's not sudden death yet.
But if you got Brady that throws a touchdown,
it's only sudden death after the first possession, whether they score a field goal or they don't score at all.
See,
that's the only time it becomes sudden death.
At the same, I mean, because now it's just a flip of a coin. But I mean, defense got to show up. The thing is, you had 60 minutes.
True.
So it's hard for me to sit up here and be like, okay, well, I mean, defense got to show up. But I mean, it's not fair. Maybe both teams should get a chance, but then you're gonna end up having that whole. Eventually, a defense got to make a stand because that's or it's just basically you're prolonging the same thing that you're doing in the beginning. So it's just like you want to make this go an hour, or you want to make it go 10 minutes. So, but I mean. That's tough, man. It's a tough break, but you had 60 minutes, so I'm not really about to sit up here and say.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they had a 13-0 lead after the first quarter. Rams scored 10 points in the second half, and they both scored a touchdown in the third quarter, and then it came down to field goals. they got the Rams back into the game in the fourth quarter, and then they won the game by a field goal.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want
overtime.
to throw. I mean, you want to throw it 3 straight times in the red zone. I mean, instead of killing that clock and you let Goff go down with the best kicker in the league, kick it.
Zerline.
Yeah, in a dome.
Greg
Come on
DeLay.
now.
He won that game.
Like you're confident from like 60 with him,
right.
and you're confident outdoors 55
Mm-hmm.
and lower. So it's like indoors he can kick a 57, no problem. So I don't know, man. Look, I feel like should Mahomes. Everybody wanted to see Mahomes get a chance.
I just wanted to see the 2 young bucks go at it in the Super Bowl.
No,
I just honestly, I just want to see if he can redeem himself in that last game.
you got the 2 best coaches in the league playing each other,
No, that's true. I'll give you that. That is true.
and that's what's gonna come down to. It's not gonna come down to anything else but those coaches.
Or Brady just being Brady.
What was Brady doing?
Brady's a god. He's the GOAT. According to Shannon Sharp, he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Most accomplished.
Shannon Sharp, on himself, said that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback playing right now.
He's the most accomplished. He's not the greatest ever, but he's the most accomplished. I believe that pick, Defoe really screwed the Chiefs over. Like that's something that man, that training camp is gonna be so. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm like trade me because I don't want to go to that camp.
They just fired their defensive coordinator.
Well, that's not. It's not. He would have still been there because the Chiefs used to be a dope defense, man.
Yeah, they used to. Yeah, they used to.
But it's the fact that now, I mean, that offsides, bro. You can't.
That was
give
bad.
the Patriots
That was
anything.
bad. That was
anything, man. That was a pick. That was game.
Yeah, that was
like
bad.
Man. And you don't want to because Defoe's the leader in that locker room, but it's like you know better.
Yeah,
you are a professional.
He'll be on the Jets next year.
No, you can't get rid of him. He's too good. Like, I mean,
do you think Eric Berry's done?
No, he got game.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were manning him on Gronk all game. Gronk got off on him on that overtime play.
But I can't really blame him because Gronk is a tower.
Man, I wish he got his head around though. He knew, but no, Berry's not done.
All right, so I'm not gonna ask y'all who you're taking in the Super Bowl because we got 2 weeks. But who are you taking in the Pro Bowl? Nobody really cares because it's the Pro Bowl. Nobody watches that trash anyway.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's like it's trash.
The Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl. Are y'all seriously gonna watch the Pro Bowl?
I mean, I might.
I'm not watching none of that crap, dude.
When I was a kid, I watched the Pro Bowl. I didn't know what it was.
It's just a vacation for the football players.
You see some good matchups, man.
Good matchups.
I mean, on the corners, I watched the secondary because they actually like played to care. I mean, the linebackers and running backs ain't trying to really hit like that.
Yeah.
But I think that the corners, they're gonna try to get one up on each other. But that's just like, I mean, if you watch that and you watch how those in the camp when they go and have like they play against another team, just like in the practice, like a 7-on-7 or whatnot. Yeah. Those get really competitive. They really do. So I feel like it's gonna be the same thing. You gonna have is Ramsey? I hope Ramsey's in the Pro Bowl.
I mean,
but I want to see Ramsey and Odell again. I want to see Xavier Rhodes and well, not Antonio Brown. I don't think he's gonna be in it. But I want to see Xavier Rhodes and maybe not Tyreek Hill, but something like that. I want to see those guys go against each other.
The Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl was 100 times better when it was after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When everyone actually wanted to play.
Yeah, I see
you knew who the champions were. Like it was more fun because you didn't have like guys not playing because I'm about to play in the Super Bowl next week, so I'm not going to come here and potentially get injured or which is understandable. But yeah, after the Super Bowl, it was way better. Guys were more into it. It was really like the start of the off season. It was really the end of the season.
It was like a legit vacation.
Yeah,
they were able to relax there.
In Hawaii, like now it's in Orlando.
Well, I think they did Orlando because normal fans couldn't get out to Hawaii. Now you have people that have. It's still kind of expensive to go, but now you have more of an opportunity to get there.
There's more, and there's a lot of other things in that area, man.
That's true too.
That's gonna make Disney.
That's true as well.
More. It's gonna bring more money. Yeah. And that's what it's all about now.
Well, I don't know if you want to fly right now, because
yeah.
You might want to hit them roads.
Yeah, I don't know how you
might want to drive it down there.
Yeah, air traffic controllers.
Take a Uber.
Yeah, I mean it's better than dying. Air traffic controllers, bro.
They do.
I'm not disagreeing with them. I'm just saying it's gonna be expensive.
So we get away from the politics part. Last thing I want to cover is the Chicago Bears are starting their offseason by searching for a new kicker. And they started their kicker search by looking at Nick Folk.
The guy who missed 4 or 5
The last I heard about Nick Folk, he was playing for the Birmingham Iron.
Oh.
Yeah, for the AAF.
They need to go get Young Ho from Chargers.
He's playing for the San Diego Fleet.
So he's locked up.
Yeah.
Locked up.
I got this AAF
This
thing on
dude,
lock.
he knows. He got the rosters taped on his like bedroom wall, bro. Damn.
I mean, there's the banner right behind you.
Yo, he don't waste no time. Man.
Right,
This guy is motivated. Man.
again, right
I do
next
wanna go
to
to the game.
the Ravens, the man cave.
Yeah, I want to go to the game.
Hey, so speaking of the Ravens, I was looking at rosters, and 90% of the Ravens practice squad is in the AAF. Like real talk. You remember Arthur Brown?
No.
Hunter Brown?
He was supposed to be like the next big thing after Ray Lewis. They drafted him to take Ray Lewis's spot.
Yeah.
He played like 3 seasons and went to Miami. Yeah, he's playing for the San Antonio Commanders.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, Matt Asiata, remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing for, I want to say, the Salt Lake City Stallions.
Okay. Then come back.
This is cool. People are coming back doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
Because it's already starting to get to a point, because you remember Cadillac Williams?
Yeah.
So-
Baller.
Yeah, so he was being a running back coach.
Yeah.
For, I forget, he was either Memphis or Birmingham. Well, he's already got picked up by Auburn to be a running back coach for them.
Oh, that's going to make them.
So it's already showing what it was designed to do, be a stepping stone for the players and these coaches to move up to the big time. So there's going to be a lot of turnover, but it's showing that the NFL is watching.
Yeah.
So there might be a lot more money put into this thing than we originally expected.
Well, obviously the NFL's watching because even in the front office staff for the league, there's a lot of connections to the NFL.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Turf Toe Show. If you like this episode, like, follow, subscribe. Hit us up on Instagram. If you want to join the show, just hit us up at the DMs. We'll get you on here real easily. Anything else you want to say before we take off?
I got nothing, man.
I want to meet Boss Up.
Go Pack.
Wait, what?
Go Pack.
Go pack your bags because you ain't going
Pack
to
show.
You ain't
Matt
going to
LaFleur,
Super Bowl no
the
time
head
soon.
coach.
Pack
LaFleur.
show.
What?
LaFleur.
Hail.
Hail State, Mississippi State. All right, we're out.
Hail.